This video is sponsored by RKTF University, Radisson Blue.
Good morning, I'm Vidusha Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 30th of July and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. India has rejected a European Union proposal to impose higher taxes on its carbon-producing industries, which the EU offered to offset when those products enter its borders. Now, the proposal, part of the EU's Carbon Border Adjustment and Mechanism, was presented by Gerasimos Thomas, Director General of Taxation and Customs Union within the European Commission, during meetings with Indian officials. At least 8 people were stabbed in Southport, UK around 11:50 am on Monday. Merseyside police arrested a suspect with a knife at the scene on Hart Street. Authorities are working to confirm further details. During talks with President Xi Jinping, Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni described China as an important interlocutor globally. Meloni's visit to China aims to reset Italy's bilateral relationship after pulling out of the Belt and Road Initiative. On Sunday, she met Premier Li Qiang and they signed a 3-year economic agreement. Air France and Lufthansa suspended flights to Beirut on Monday following Israel's threat of reprisals for a deadly rocket strike from Lebanon. Now, Lufthansa services are halted through August 5 due to current developments in the Middle East, a spokesperson said. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar stated on Monday that India's relationship with China is strained and ruled out third-party involvement in the border dispute. Speaking in Tokyo, he emphasized that resolving the issue is up to the two neighbors and India's stance on China is based on its experiences. Ethiopia announced on Monday it is easing foreign exchange curbs as part of a broader economic reform while awaiting a multi-billion-dollar bailout from international lenders. Following the central bank's announcement, the value of the local currency, the birr, dropped by about 30% against the dollar. In his final 6 months in office, US President Joe Biden announced plans for urgent reforms to the conservative-dominated Supreme Court on Monday. In an opinion piece, Biden emphasized this nation was founded on a simple yet profound principle: no one is above law, not the President of the United States, not a justice on the Supreme Court of the United States, no one. Maldives Tourism Minister Ibrahim Faisal is set to arrive in India today for a 6-day trip to promote tourism roadshows under the Welcome India initiative. The campaign, running from July 30 to August 3, aims to strengthen the Maldives' status as a top holiday destination for Indian travelers, with events in Delhi, Mumbai and Bengaluru. An Israeli drone strike killed 2 people and wounded 3 in southern Lebanon on Monday, according to Lebanese civil defense. This comes as Lebanon braces for Israeli retaliation after a rocket strike killed 12 teenagers and children over the weekend. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and fellow Quad foreign ministers met with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida in Tokyo on Monday. Now, Jaishankar briefed Kishida on the key takeaways from the Quad meeting and conveyed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's warm regards, according to a post on X. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेटीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है। RKDF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Three UPSC aspirants died in a rain-induced flooding incident in the basement of Rouse IES Study Circle in Delhi on Saturday evening. The Delhi police have arrested 7 people, including the coaching owner and coordinator. The tragedy highlights safety norm violations, illegal basement use, and failures in Delhi's drainage systems. US Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump called the Paris Olympics opening ceremony a disgrace on Monday after criticism from Christian groups. Now, speaking to Fox News, Trump said, "I'm very open-minded, but I thought what they did was a disgrace." The ceremony faced backlash from Catholic groups and French bishops for a scene involving dancers, drag queens, and a DJ, which appeared to recall the Last Supper. During a visit to the site of a deadly attack in the annexed Golan Heights on Monday, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed a severe response to the rocket fire that killed 12 children. "Like all Israeli citizens, I must say, like many around the world, we are deeply shaken by this horrific killing," Netanyahu said. Hostilities in Jammu could signal the early stages of a Kargil II-like conflict. This warning follows an attack on Saturday by Pakistan's Border Action Team, that is also called BAT, in the Kamakwari sector of Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara district, resulting in the death of an Indian soldier and injuries to 4 others, including a captain. Now, the BAT typically includes Pakistan Army Special Forces personnel and terrorists. The bill expands the definition of love jihad to include more offences now punishable by life imprisonment. Under the Uttar Pradesh Prohibition of Unlawful Conversion of Religion Act 2021, sentences range from 1 to 10 years for violations. The law states that a marriage will be deemed null and void if a woman's conversion is solely for marriage. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on Monday announced that he has instructed district commissioners to simplify government functions, mandating that only vegetarian food will be served at all official events and during visits by the Chief Minister or other ministers. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla advised Leader of the Opposition Rahul Gandhi to revisit the parliamentary rules of procedure on Monday. This advice followed Gandhi's references to individuals not in the Lok Sabha and his attempt to display photographs during his speech on the union budget. A massive landslide struck hilly areas near Mappadi in Kerala's Wayanad district today, now leaving hundreds feared trapped. Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan confirmed that all government agencies are involved in coordinated search and rescue operations. State ministers will arrive in the district to lead the efforts, according to a statement from the Chief Minister's office. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.